Every day we set out to achieve tasks, and the level of achievement of these tasks might just be dependent on our self-esteem. Interestingly, many people do not think that paying attention to their self-esteem is important. Having a low self-esteem has actually formed background or has been a precursor to many mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. Paying attention to our self-esteem is very important because it can have either positive or negative impacts on our mental health. How does self-esteem affect your mental health? How do you know that you're suffering low self-esteem? Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for keeping me going. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, hi guys, my name is Paula Ekene and I give you relatable tips on how to stay on top of your mental health game. You might want to consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to give you 7 signs that you might be having low self-esteem. Now straight to the definition of self-esteem. I'm going to Google it up right now. The term self-esteem is used to describe a person's overall sense of self-worth or personal value. So there you have it. Your self-worth and your personal value. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What are you worth? What is your value? What do you think you bring to the table? How do you perceive yourself? That is what self-esteem is about. And it affects almost every area of our life. It affects our mental health. It could be adverse, it could be positive, depending on how you view yourself, how you value yourself, how much you think you are worth. Because if you see yourself as nothing, as someone who can amount to nothing, as someone who can't achieve anything, as someone who is a low flyer, who is a low performer, that's what you're going to be. You're going to produce what your thoughts are. You are going to act out what you think, and you're not going to do more than you think you can do. That's what it is. That's why positive beliefs, values, and things that we attribute to ourselves actually work. And that's why people say speak to yourself, affirm, give yourself words of affirmation, and they are going to have effects on you. So if you see yourself as worthless, as ugly, as useless, that's what you're going to be. So I'm here to let you know that your self-esteem matters, and you have very, very cogent, important, and vital reasons to build your self-esteem. Straight to the ways that you can know that you are suffering a low self-esteem, guys. Let's go. So the first one is that you just keep saying negative things about yourself. I'm ugly, I'm a low flyer, that's what I am. I am not, I can't get this, I can't get things done, I always break things, I am not reliable, I am not honest, I am not useful. It shows that you don't see yourself as able to do those things. It shows that you believe that's what you are, and is going to make you be that thing, even if you're not, and you start saying that you are. If you say negative and critical things about yourself, you're most likely going to act on those. You've said them, and your mind keeps hearing them, and that's what is going to be actually. If you understand that if you say these things, you subconsciously just become them, then you will know how important it is to always say positive things about yourself. So if you're always critical about yourself and you always say negative things about yourself, then you might just be having a low self-esteem. Secondly, this is quite a step further from the first. I did not want to put them together because I view it as a different entity. So you say negative things about yourself and you ignore the positives. Now, there are some people who say the negatives, maybe, and then the positives sparingly. But these other people, they just don't mention the positives. I didn't win the game, but I put in my best. I didn't get an A, but I got a B. I didn't get an A, but I got a C. I didn't get an A, but I didn't fail it entirely. So these are the positive ways that you can chip in these other goodness of yours. But some people just dwell on the negatives and they don't bother to mention the positive. So, like I said, it's like a step further from the first. So, this is like a degree, is the height of negativity to yourself. And I bet you it's not going to help you. So, if you don't want to talk about the positive things that you do, then you might have a low self esteem, guys. Yeah. So, to the third, you think you don't deserve to have fun. You think you don't deserve a good life. You think you're meant to suffer. You think you're meant to have life hard. This could come as a result of maybe bad things you've done in the past, or maybe your upbringing and all of that. So you just don't think that you deserve. When you see yourself in a place where you're happy, you feel guilty. You don't think you deserve to be happy. You just feel that this is not the life I'm meant for. This is not the life I'm used to. The fourth is blaming yourself when things go wrong, even when it is not your fault. It is clear that this happened because it was meant to happen, or this happened because someone else actually caused it to happen. But for some reasons, you find a way of squeezing yourself into the blame list. You squeeze yourself into who's to be blamed. Some of these issues, like I mentioned earlier, could be as a result of upbringing, could be as a result of many things, past experiences. But if you find yourself always blaming yourself for things that happen when things go wrong, then you might just have a low self-esteem. I'm not here to tell you to always play the defense game, or maybe to even play the fifth bargain. You should own up to your messes, you should own up to your wrongs. But blaming yourself all the time, especially when it's not your fault, could be a sign that you're having a low self-esteem. Yes. So the fifth is you avoid challenges, you avoid difficult situations because you're afraid of failing. This could be as a result of past failures, or could be as a result of you're not viewing yourself as worthy to encounter those challenges. You already think you're going to fail. So if you have that mindset, you're most likely not going to come out of your comfort zone. That's why some people just remain in their comfort zone, because they feel worth I'm not worth this. This is not me. It is not something I can do. So let me just stay here where I feel I'm okay. If I go there, I won't do well and all of that. So if you're afraid of challenges, afraid of difficult situations because you think you're going to fail, then you might be battling a low self-esteem. The sixth is very common. You don't accept compliments. People compliment you, hey, you look good, and you're like, me? Look good? How? And you look at yourself and you're like, I don't think I do. Okay, well, if you say so, if you insist, and all of that. Someone tells you, your weight loss journey, you're doing well, you're doing a good job, and you're like, I just lost 2 kg and it's back on me. I lost 2 kg and I got 4 back, and all of that. You start, saying things that explains to the person that you don't deserve the compliment. Then please, you are probably having a low self-esteem. Yeah. So the last is that you are overtly pissed about criticisms. You just don't want anyone to criticize you. People tell you things, whether constructive. Of course, we know that not everyone can give out constructive criticisms, but you, the recipient, even if it's not constructive, you should know at your end how to filter. But there are some people that even when the criticism is constructive, they do not want to take it in. There are two types of mindset: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you're most likely going to have a balanced self-esteem, or a high one at that. But if you have a fixed mindset, you're going to always be angry about anything you're told. If your self-esteem is high up there, you're going to think of every criticism as a way of improving yourself. But if you have a low self-esteem, you're going to see it as someone trying to pull you down, because you already probably feel down, or you already think that others want to trample on you and all of that. So when criticisms come, it's important for you to filter them, know where they belong, and if they are constructive, please go ahead and accept them. So guys, there you have it. Next week, I'm going to give you ways that you can build your self-esteem. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.